Okay. Oh.
From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine. Your kind cling to your flesh, as if it will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass that you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved. For the machine is immortal. Even in death, I serve the Omnisire.
Damn, Skippy.
Hello, and welcome to Game for That. I'm Dr. Goggles.
And I am Imperator Leokissoma.
So we're going with Imperator now. Okay. I'm just double.
To your station, servitor.
Okay, we're gonna start now. We're playing Mechanicus. Oh shit. Yes. I've yet to play
That's
this
the
game.
most dramatic new game appearance we've had yet.
Customize the difficulty!
But no, right, we're... So this is Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. We're just going to go straight into it. It's a strategy game set in the 41st millennium, a time of darkness and war. The Imperium of Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the god Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xenos from without, heretics from within, and supernatural horrors from beyond. Alongside the Imperium's warfleet serve the Adeptus Mechanicus,
Which are basically the cyber wizards from Mars.
and apparently Leo is one of them.
That's a point. I'd either be a tech priest or I'd be I'd be a Magos, like a cyber priest Magos.
I'd just be Imperial Guard. I'd just be dead.
Yes.
Like I'd just fucking dead.
Yeah, the Imperial Guard's life expectancy is measured in negative months.
Yeah. They are the tech priests of Mars, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching for remnants of knowledge from man's glorious past, exploring the depths of the galaxy, worlds long lost to mankind. In the name of the machine god, they manufacture the Imperial war machines with the gigantic foundries known as Forge Worlds. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shed their human weaknesses, replacing their limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and spiritually pure. Spiritually? What the fuck was that? I'm gonna bleep that out.
Yeah.
Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protect the Forge World and explore the furthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts, the Skitari troops. Aren't the Skitari like Xenos?
No, the Skitari are effectively like the you can describe them as the foot soldiers of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are very close to being fully cyberdized, but they're specifically catered towards physical tasks. So they're the equivalent of the SWAT teams.
Okay.
But they are fiercely loyal, and they're known for basically being capable of operating in almost any conditions that would be, next to uninhabitable for any, unmodified human being.
Okay. It is time of warfare, tragedy and portents of doom across this. When is it not? It's the 41st. It's the 41st millennium. When is it not a time of warfare, tragedy and portents?
I mean, for God's sake, even the mushrooms turn into orcs.
Yeah, it's literally you just got. It's literally that's just like saying, and it is Tuesday. Across this benighted galaxy, the Adeptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defences against a new dark age. Perhaps they were the ones to hasten its dawn into the Wednesday.
Yeah. Yes. in sort of like 40k canon though, the Adeptus Mechanicus, their resources are quite literally holding up the fact one of the main pillars of the Imperium of Man.
Yeah.
So if the Adeptus Mechanicus were to effectively just turn around and leave, there is no doubt that what we now know as the Imperium of Man would collapse.
Yeah.
Like, they are strong, they are powerful enough and resourceful enough in their own right that the Emperor of Mankind made a pilgrimage to Mars to initiate, their coalition into the Imperium of Man. Like, he never forced them into servitude.
Okay, right, well, two things. One, why is it if they hate the human form, and they're like, we're going to become robots, why do they love skulls?
Yeah, that is a sort of like a point of contention, and the way around it is that the very sort of like beginnings of the Imperium of Mars, the Adeptus Mechanicus, is that when the warp basically rendered all faster than light travel impossible, Mars was one of the worlds that was cut off. And the actual surface of Mars was completely ravaged by storms that rendered, all of the then cities borderline uninhabitable. The few people that did survive did so by surviving in these, basically makeshift shelters and effectively like fallout shelters and underground bunkers. Mm-hmm. And the few people that were in there augmented themselves to replace, what organs were damaged and what they actually needed, to have enhanced in order to survive on the now barren surface. And they had to do this for generations.
Oh no! I understand the logic of. I understand the logic of how they came to be. I'm just curious of people who hate squishy humans and hate the impure flesh, but they have a fucking propensity for skulls.
They do have a propensity for skulls.
That's like saying, oh, you know what, I really, really fucking hate robots, but toasters.
Yes.
Fucking amazing. Like, what the hell? Obviously, it's just an aesthetic, but if you think about it, it's just like, they're just like, oh yes, we hate all fleshy humans. Your temple will destroy, except for your hat.
Yes.
It is amazing. It goes amazing with my clothes.
Yeah, it's like someone going, I am perpetually disgusted by all fish, but damn squids.
Also, looks like he's got a fucking sword with a human skull as a cane top. Oh my god, it's so edgy. I have a cane sword. What do you need it for?
My skull.
Yeah, my skull, it needs a hat. Anyway, do you want to do the...
I guess, yeah. An echo in the nanosphere. An old transmission lost in the warp and recovered only now.
Regitus, did you not mean noosphere? It says news. What the fuck is the noosphere?
The noosphere.
It's where the Teletubbies send their messages. In the noosphere.
Okay. What is coming through the noosphere today, Commander?
Oh god. No. Faustinius and Reditus. Oh. Is it worthy of our redemption, the great divine torments the galaxy, the resources are stretched thin. That's their name now.
Yes. We are weaker than ever, though the Imperium at large knows it not. This represents an unknown, but possible key to victory.
So we can win by bluffing. You can't... Can you tell his poker face? I'm sure his fucking teeth will jitter when he lies.
The symbol on his head reminds me of something, I just can't think what.
Maybe the symbol from Bloodborne?
Possibly. Like it reminds me of some kind of symbol.
An opportunity to research, perhaps avert the ill fate that has befallen us. Oh no! It's the symbol from... It's the symbol of at least like... This circular bit here looks like the symbol for the rebels in Star Wars.
Yeah, the circle's unity, and then it's an upside down skull, so it's literally the upside down cross. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like the rebels have been attacked by the Pope. So the Empire, they've been attacked by the Space Pope.
Yes.
Oh my god, are these the Space Pope? Oh, it's the Space Catholics.
Yeah, they literally are, because they go... actually, no offence intended to any Catholics listening, but they literally go around the galaxy purging anybody they consider heretics in giant cathedral ships.
Yeah, that's... And they call the other one the Imperium of Man. It's the Empire.
Yeah.
But,
the transmission's origin is Silva Tenebri, part of the Emissus Solaris, within Ultima Segmentum.
That was just a lot of words. Search the rolls, Predators. Gather them. Reddit.
Take me down to the barbecue city where the toes are filly and the fries are crispy. Oh, won't you please pass the rolls?
I wondered where you were going with that. What the fuck? 4 months later. Considering we're in space, that doesn't mean much since we don't orbit. What the fuck?
Forge world communication error.
Yes. Ah, Resac.
Whoever finds the transmission and follows me here, give thanks that you will see what I have seen, but be wary, my fellow seekers of knowledge. Whatever lies beneath this world, I fear, I hope I have woken it. I come to this world to investigate its ruins, but I found so much more. Terrors, yes. Threats to body and soul, but by the omnisci I found such wonders.
Oh.
This is the last transmissions of Magus Resac. He vanished while an Imperator Right, that's one thing I fucking hate about 40k. It's so fucking... It's like, we can't just say an exploration mission. Or an Explorator!
Yeah.
Imperator! Ratatator! Anything Tor! Like,
Also, Resac sounds like somebody who's gone into the business of making tiny little tailored coats for testes. Because it's just
No.
Resac.
Oh, right. I was going to say more, he sounds like he's making tiny little coats for dogs.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I would buy. If he has if Resac has an Etsy store,
Yeah.
I would buy them. Investigate xenostructures on silver debris. Scaevola. Do you want to be Scaevola?
Yep.
He found something.
Okay.
Because he has, like, literally no mouth parts showing at all.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
but
them
you
through
forgot the
tubes.
hypothesis.
Sorry.
Hypothesis. He found something.
Nice, I like that. Our mission on this world is to ascertain any Xenos presence, and if we find it, eliminate it as a threat to the Imperium. The opening of the Great Divide means we can call on no additional support from the Forge worlds. We must achieve this with the troops and resources we bring with us. I have brought my lunch and my snackerjacks. What have you brought, Scaevolus?
I have brought much needed refreshment rations.
Nice Foley. Actually, yes. Break 1 second. Drinks break. Before we both fill up our... We are sponsored by Bubbling Liquids this week. Get your Bubbling Liquids today with our promo code Bubble Pop Flibble Dop.
Yes,
At
spelt
Gibble.
E-U-B-B-L-E-Y.
Right, that's supposed to confuse them, but that's just confused me. I thought that was Ebonics then for a second. Ebonics. Alright. Back to the show.
Benefit analysis. Peace for sector. Knowledge for mankind. Triple plus potential. Triple plus opportunity.
Oh, Vedex. Oh, God. I'm trying to think of a crazy priest voice.
An opportunity to destroy the works of the Xenos, Scavola. Not appropriate them. Themistian Manuscripts, verse 619, the irrevocable code of Rey Mysterio. What the enemy built, let it be made asunder. For us, it will be as a house of sand and knives.
Luckily, a house of sand and knives isn't very structurally sound, and therefore the knives won't be able to hurt you. Redditus. You've got most of the voices now. Redditus is you.
Oh, sorry.
Magai, we are approaching the target coordinates.
Cestus Metallican. Cestus Metallican.
Cestus Metallica, yeah. These games were literally made in the 80s, so I think there's literally a star called Megadeth somewhere.
Oh crap. Oh god. Oh god, our cathedral's clathing. Crashing. Silver
Our
Tenebrae.
cathedral is clashing! Somebody paint it!
It's not going well with this warp core. It's not... Our cathedral's fucking yellow. It doesn't go with purple.
I demand more lilac!
Actually, no, our cathedral's black and gold, which is just... I mean, come on, guys. It's a nice model, though.
Very nice model.
It's like... You must go to Camelot. It's only a model. Shut up. It is a silly place. Kepra is. Okay. We're going to cut out this umming and ahhing while I think of a fucking name. Is Kepra a lady?
Kepra, I think so. There are female tech priests.
Yeah, I know. It's just whether or not they consider themselves female once they've thrown away their humanity, I guess.
I think they identify as sort of like separate entities, but not as, you know, male and female in the reproductive sense.
Well, obviously they don't reproduce. They might just like, I am a 0, you are a 1.
Yeah. Which even then, that'd be really harsh on whoever's the 0.
Not necessarily.
Oh yeah, if it's binary, it's just two different numbers.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's the only person who gets confused is the 2.
Yeah, there are only... just because, believe me, there are only 10 types of people in the world. Those who can count in binary and those who can't.
Give me a minute. Fuck.
I can't believe I made you laugh with the tech joke.
There she is! Temperate climate, absolute standard breathable. Musketeer troops should be able to operate down there without trouble.
Are they ready to make landfall?
As soon as we're in stable orbit, Marcus!
Administratum records indicate a single colony, St. Eckhard's Hope, on the surface near the Xenos ruins. No contact recorded in the 2 centuries. Colony presumed failed.
Not my saint. The Skitari will deploy to the surface near the ruins along with a team of tech priests under my direct command. I shall monitor them from the command drone on board. Servo Skull Redditus will serve as my eyes on the surface. We make landfall at once.
Yes, Magos! I'll set up a forward command post. Resax transmission looks like it came from underground. We'll secure any entrances to an underground structure so your tech priest can begin the exploration.
Agralek.
I think this might be due to the DLC. The steam stale antiquity, one stern architecture is listed with debris and tarnished by the passing of age. Here and there, fish, little structure, blah 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 blah.
That might be from the Heretic.
Yeah, it's the DLC.
Going by our fragmentary information, it looks like a temporary tomb structure. Sorry. Birthday bot!
Happy birthday, bot!
That's gonna be one of our... Okay, that's one of your characters is gonna be birthday bot.
Yeah, he is.
Not Capra. Then the sword of the Omnisire is ready to fall. We deploy immediately.
Let secrets of this world equals 0.
You have such a way with words, Scaevola.
I counsel caution, Magos Faustinius. Our purpose should be here to
Rebooting audio drivers.
It's okay. You've got two. It's okay. You've got 2 skulls. It's
our
fine.
Our purpose should be here to destroy the threat of the alien, not to bask in its blasphemy. Aphorisms of the Logic Saints 7.91. In the presence of the Xenos lies the invisible miasma of corruption.
Destruction is not possible from orbit, Videx. The structure is too deeply buried. And Scaevola, I have no intention of plundering whatever trinkets I can find from this place. But I will plunder Scaevola's ass. Oh. Oh, cool. This is an interesting interface.
The exploratory unit of tech priests is inside the tube and ready to proceed. Magos, there is no telling what we will find. My men will hold perimeter in case of the unexpected.
It would be folly to commit our whole manpower to the unknown, especially when the potential of a moral threat exists after the Scar at Jabbar, unless...
Rebooting audio drivers.
The potential of a moral threat exists that the Scutari are less than able to withstand. They may not be able to keep their USBs in their ports. Wait, ew. Actually, ew, that's a really fucked up metaphor.
I have the greatest respect for my Scutari, but they are still far from the ascension that a tech priest affords.
I agree, Subdomina. Who the fuck is Subdomina? Her name's Skebra.
Yeah.
I shall lead the mission in person from the command throne. Not in person. Servo Skull Redditor shall be my eyes and ears in the ground. Omnissiah be praised. We're going in. This was all in the last fucking scene. Why do I repeat this? Okay.
I am a skull. The Adeptus Mechanicus are a curious breed. They explore and interact with machines they do not fully understand. Within this tutorial, you'll have to explore the interface to discover what to do. Like a true tech priest, you must experiment in order to learn. We will help you out this one time. Left mouse button, also known as lumb. Click on the adjacent room to move.
Validate!
These Xenos hieroglyphs, I know of them.
They are my undoers. Necrons. Mysterious. 3 researched. Corruptive.
Who the fuck is this guy?
This could be a rare sample of Necron language. Magos. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from this obelisk could move our understanding of the language ahead for the first time in centuries.
Now, the one thing I will say is that this is one of the 3 pillars of the Adeptus Mechanicus. There's the advancement of the technology under their own research. There's the maintenance of the great machine spirit, and so like keeping things like the Golden Throne operative. And then there's the 3rd pillar, which is literally researching other Xenos, but they are the ones who are most under scrutiny because of the borderline between what they consider advancement and heresy.
Yeah. Because, you know, if you're going to research a Necron, you might stick your dick in it. And that is heresy. I mean, it's like sticking your dick in a blender. Like, what are you going to do?
Sorry, I was VDEX, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were VDEX. I need to get some more voices, because otherwise...
This is the work of the alien Magos. Codex Fulminatus 83.12. Show caution and scorn in all things. Sometimes tech priests will feed back important information about what they encounter in a room. These situations will require you, our commander, to make decisions. There will be consequences, so choose wisely.
I will choose wisely. Validate. Ahead is an obelisk-like object covered in what can only be described as hieroglyphic symbols. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of this chamber. So we can either secure it, scrutinize it. I think we should scrutinize it. Let's have a fucking gander like a goose.
We're detecting a massive energy spike from inside the tomb. Something's happening in there. Something huge. Who the fuck is this?
Okay, I'm trying to... Wait a second. One sec.
Old man, Noctilith source detected, also known as Blackstone. Request collection immediate.
As one of the tech priests needs to get a close look at the obelisk, it seems to react to the cohol's presence. The obelisk splits open and a powerful, painful wave of exotic energy spills out. Inside are cluster formations of rare-looking material.
Blackstone? Yes, I hope that man comes back. I like his voice. I quite like doing the old man voice. Hey, how are you doing? How can I get you with my stick? Oh, my stick. It's very nice. Have you seen it? I got it from Hot Topic last year. It's got a skull at the end. His name used to be Gregory. It was my grandson.
It's like Toad from Mario. You like my cane? It's the head of my dead son.
Necrons! Resac did encounter them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every datum he has says they are as deadly as they are inhuman.
Wait, but you're inhuman. Like, that's the... Why would that be an insult? The cohort encounters resistance in the form of Xenos constructs, not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move with precision and coordination. Surprising that the enemies of the fucking robots would be other alien robots.
Those are resurrection chambers, though, so we need so if we kill a Necron and those are still active, they can just spawn again.
Yeah, I know. The aggressive stance attack crease ensures they will not be outmaneuvered, but risks their running headlong at the fired enemy. Extreme caution, do not charge into it lest the trickery of the alien be our downfall. So what you would do?
And what's consistency?
Follow the established combat engagement protocols. It shall be done by the book.
Well, we're still in the tutorial, but that doesn't mean that it can't be hard if we need to, if it feels like it. The Necrons can have some nasty stuff.
But
Burn them!
Crusade.
resistance attack crease ensures they will not be outmaneuvered.
Fight!
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's a really nice touch.
I used to play Necrons, actually.
Xenos form detected.
His name is Bill. Great.
Old man, confirm.
I love how every time I go to Old Man, I have to say,
Old man.
I'm summoning him from the ground.
Yes.
Come to me.
Old man. Hello. Confirmed. Predators cogitators now function for synthetic forms.
Square brackets, overwhelming excitement. Finally, we can study this. Greater than sign, standard construct, less than sign. Square brackets, Necron warrior, weak spots detected, plus none equals concerning.
I wonder about the symbols emblazoned upon their torsos. It must...
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, it's a lady, I think.
I can't tell where his nose ends and stops.
This is true. I've heard our brothers and sisters, the Mechanicus, have lost their lives trying to solve the mystery of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution.
It is also double-checking cogitators. Widely known that they will plus self-repair, plus reanimate, or plus reconstruct themselves if left the time to do so. Wounds that would instantly kill a Skitari are the equivalent to a Class C graze to Necrons.
Oh.
At the start of every fight, you must decide the location of your units on the field of battle. You can only place units on the highlighted squares. Click on the square to place a unit.
Validate!
Apprentice Jeremiah Megas. So, where's the Necrons? There's one there, there's one there. Let's... Well... Oh, I'm moving him! Okay, well, Megas Menarius. Wait, what do you have? You have a gun. You have a wacky stick. Right, wacky stick goes over here. So you
Cog axe, yeah.
You can go
Omniscient.
omniscient.
And those towers give us cog, I believe.
To move a unit, lump-click within the blue outline surrounding your unit. Then you can confirm the movement. To decline the movement, simply click anywhere.
I was gonna make a Roomba joke, but alright.
You've just moved your tech priest to a source of cognition points, CPs, and CPs without a bracket. Represent the valuable information the tech priests are harvesting, not unlike a Roomba and dog shit. There are several ways to collect CP. The fastest way is moving your tech priests close to the source of CP. There are many other ways to collect CP, so look around to find out what they are.
CP.
Validate!
Cognition points, CP, are stored at the bottom of the CP gauge. CP are shared from Team Resource, so plan ahead, CP.
CP.
Brio.
Can I get here and hit him? I can if I use a cognition pressure point.
You're just about to move using cognition movement. This happens when you move within the orange movement outline. Confirming the movement will use CP, allowing your tech priests to move faster.
Validate!
When you enter melee combat in an adjacent square to an enemy, you're unable to use your ranged weapons as they are too dangerous to use at close range.
Validate!
That's fine. Fucking whack him. What's, is this a Oh, that's how you collect it. That did unknown damage.
You've not revealed the statistics for this target. As a result, the amount of damage dealt is unknown. Servo skulls, specialized weapons, and other skills reveal the life of an enemy.
Alright, so...
This is your servo skull, the skull of a faithful servant of the Omnisire, augmented to be a useful companion. Every tech boost has their own servo skull. Servo skulls are very helpful in combat and cognition point collection. Select an enemy to find out its battle statistics.
We're going to cut out those burps. Jesus Christ.
Validate!
Oh, he's almost dead. Good.
You've revealed the statistics, bracket stats, of this enemy. Knowing your enemy's stats will greatly increase your chances of success. Servo skulls reveal HP, physical armor, and energy armor statistics. You then decide weaponry types, physical or energy, work best against this target.
Validate! So this target is very good at energy. Move away! Shoot him! Bollocks! End turn!
Betty Swallocks!
Go here! Kill back to the point!
You've gathered enough cognition points to be able to use a CP-powered weapon. Some weapons, like the Phosphor Serpenta, require CP to use. Look at the right-hand side of each action to learn the CP cost of that action.
So he has no normal weaponry, he only has...
Gun.
But the gun requires CP.
Yeah, but those towers, I think, produce multiple CP.
Right, reveal his stats. So he's...
Only got one physical armor.
Yeah, but it's physical, so
Yeah.
let's shoot him. So we somehow lucked out. Nice. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
You've
jeez.
used all possible actions for this unit, and there's nothing more it can do this round. Press the end turn button at the bottom of the right action bar.
I already know that. I did that to get to this character. I probably should have moved him at all, should I? 10... 1. Oh, 1. I was like, 10 milligrams? 2 damage, Jesus.
At the start of every new round, there is the cognition acquisition phase. This phase is when cognition points are replenished at the Necron cognition reserves.
Validate. Okay. Hit him again.
Hang on, does he have a cog-powered weapon?
He does. It's a gun. Hit him. Fucking twat him. He's fucking dead. Got him, lads.
Killing Necrons isn't simple. Necrons are made of a self-repairing metal that is able to knit together dismembered limbs and gaping wounds. We call this the reanimation protocol. When a Necron is in their reanimation protocol, they are unable to fight, but will return to fighting conditions soon. Dealing any amount of damage to a Necron in this protocol state will destroy them indefinitely.
Validate. Let's stay here and twat him again
What
next
if
round.
we don't have anything we can fight, but can we use the other guy to get a cognition so that we can then move away and shoot him?
No, because when we have to end this guy's turn, we can't play it. I can't.
Can we not move to where that cog thing is and then shoot him?
No, we'd need to use a cog point to go get a cog point.
So it is a net neutral.
Yes, it is kind of pointless. It's okay, we can slap him next round. We'll get him next time, lads.
Yup.
Let's get a cognition point. Suck that point. Go back. Shoot that twat in the face. Bam! We have... Oh,
There were no active Necrons.
so we just went over there at the end of our turn and smacked them with our fists.
Oh god, the fucking...
Voices.
All Xenos life forms purged.
Your cohort's HP amount carries over from each fight within a mission. Keep this in mind when exploring a tomb and look out for opportunities to repair.
Validate. Okay. Can I go over here, please? Thank you. I want to go into this room. Can I just say, why did we now have no servitors? We literally brought them for a reason. They didn't fucking turn up.
Because it was not their happy birthday, boy.